Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani. Jaya Vrunda Devi, Jaya Vrunda Devi, Vrunda Devi, Jaya Vrunda Devi. Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Vrunda Devi, Jaya Vrunda Devi. Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Vrunda Devi, Jaya Vrunda Devi. तुलसी महारानी की जाय, वृंदा देवी की जाय। कृष्ण भक्ति देवी सत्यवते नमो वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशवाय सत्या कृष्ण भक्ति देवी सत्यवते नमो वृंदा देवी की जय, तुलसी महारानी की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। तुलसी महारानी का साइड पे कर।
क्या हो गया? बाल को क्या हो गया? बोल फेंका जोर से, क्या हुआ?
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya 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 Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhagate Sadma. Bandhu Mori Savadana Mata Jahara Prasadeva Eva Bhattariya Jam Krishna Prapti Hoy Jahan Hote Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitte Kariya Arana Kariya Mane Asa Sri Guru Charana Rate Aise Uttama Gate Sri Guru Charana Rate Aise Uttama Gate Je prasade pure sarva asa Chaksudan diloche janme janme Prabhu se Chaksudan diloche janme janme Prabhu se Divya Gyan Radhaya Prasita Prema Bhakti Jaya Abhiravi Nasa Jate Vedigai Jahara Charita Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamaja Narabando Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamaja Narabando. Go ahead. Lokenath Lokera Divana Ha ha Prabhu Karo Daya Deho More Pada Jaya Evegai Guksukti Bhuvana Dui Pade Loila Sarana Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pasyata Desatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Haribol. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hare, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hare, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hare, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Shyama Sundar Radha, Shyama Sundar Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaur, Haribol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Radha Shyama Sundar Bhagwan ki jai. प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय. Yes.
Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Kiba Jayo Jayo Gaura Chande Arati Koshopa. Janavi Tatavane Jagamana Lobha. Janavi Tatavane Jagamana Lobha. Kiba Daki Nedi Hai Cha Tameka Datara. Nikateya Dvaita Shrihi Vasa Chatradhara. Iba Boshi Yache Gauraja Ratna Simhasane. Yache Arati Korene Brahma Adi Devekane. Ibo Narahari Adi Kori Chamaradulaya. Sanjaya Mukunda Pashu Koshadikaya. Nara Hari Adi Kori Maradula. Sanjaya Kunda Pashu Koshadigaya Ibo Shankha baje, Ghanta baje, baje karta. Madhura mridanga pate Paramaratala Shankha baje, Ghanta baje, Madhur, Madhur, Madhur baje Shankha baje, Ghanta baje, Madhur, Madhur, Madhur baje Shankha baje, Ghanta baje, Madhur, Madhur, Madhur baje Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari bol. Nitai Gaura, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari bol. Hari bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari bol. Hari bol, Hari bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari bol. Hari bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari bol. Hari bol, Hari bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari bol. Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol. Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol. कि बहु कोटि चंद्र जिनी वदन उजाला कि बहु कोटि चंद्र जीवी वादर उजाला कोटि चंद्र जीवी वादर उजाला गला देशे पारा पाला Kore Jhalamala Gala Deshe Padamala Kore Jhalamala Shiva Shiva Shuka Narada Preme Gadadada Shiva Shuka Narada Preme Gadadada Bhakti Vinoda Dekhe Gaurara Sampada Bhakti Vinoda Dekhe Gaurara Sampada Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Gadadhar Shri Vasati Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasati Gaura Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Louder, language. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Rama, Haribo. Nitai Gaut Haribo. 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo. 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana. Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana. Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hare. Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hare. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hare. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hare. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hare. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hare. Nitai Gaur Haribo. 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo. 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jayam Vishnupad Parikacharya
Can you put it on the stand? Harmony is not working. They're open. Harmonium, can you grab the other one? Busted. Namaste Nara Shingaya. Namaste Nara Shingaya. Namaste Nara Shingaya. Praladalad dahine Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha Srila Tankana Kalaya Tito Nashingo Parato Nashingo Yato Yato Yami Tato Nashingo Baye Nashingo Idaye Nashingo Narashinga Madim Sharanam Prapade Tava Kara Kamala Bare Naka Adbhuta Shinga Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhenga Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Vakara Kamala Bhare Naka Adbhuta Shinga Dalita Hiranyakashipu Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Tava Kara Kamala Bare Naka Adbhuta Shinga Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhenga Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमल वरे नाथा अद्भुत श्रृंगार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु अनभे केशवदीता नर हरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवदीता नर हरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवदीता नर हरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे 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 जय नृसिंहदेव जय नृसिंहदेव जय नृसिंहदेव जय नृसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बालदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद विघ्न विनाश सिंहदेव भगवान की जय प्रहलाद महाराज की गौर प्रेमानंदे
Hare Krishna. Everybody can move forward a little bit. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gope Janabalabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gope Janabalabha Girivaradhari Jasadanandana Brajanaranjana Jasadanandana Brajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Gaur Premanande. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivajikacharya Stotra Sada. Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Iskcon founder Acharya His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Anand Kauti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai. नाम बिचारा हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव सदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धननाथ जी की जय। बृहत मृदंग टांसन बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled yours. All glories to assembled yours. All glories to assembled. All glories to Shri Guru and Guru. Om Agnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmitanyena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathavitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Bhaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Gaur Premanande, Hare Hare Bol. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Somebody's child needs proper care at the back. So, today we are going to do a little bit different. The first part of today's session, I'm going to go over a presentation which was put together by our spiritual strategic planning team of our own Yatra, Central New Jersey, Iskcon of Central New Jersey. Iskcon of Central New Jersey ki, yeah. So, as many of the core team members of this team, for last 2 years, we're working on this project with the pandemic the influence of the pandemic and so many things happening in between. And this is the conclusion, is a 10-minute presentation. And from that 10-minute presentation, some spiritual objectives has come out with goals and action items, which we'll talk about in this presentation. And then follow up is what we are going to do on those action items. So we also see a table at the back, which Hari Kishore Prabhu is setting up. Devkinandan Prabhu will also talk after me here. So one of the vision or the project which we had, we discussed various projects, but we felt it very compelling that the most better project for our Yatra will be building a vibrant community in Iskcon of Central New Jersey. That's why it's titled as Building Vibrant Community at Iskcon Central New Jersey, or ICNJ. Okay, we are out, it's not working. Can you flip to the next slide? Okay. Oh, yeah. I should have brought my own thing also. So building a vibrant community at Iskcon Central New Jersey. The agenda is the introduction of Iskcon Central New Jersey. Yeah, let me also open it up here. The mission statement of what we do, the vision statement to get where we want to be, our core values, introspect of what we are good at and what we are not good at, our benchmarks of how do we measure our growth, our campus, the purpose, goals, and our plans, and retrospectively thinking our wins, losses, and lessons we have learned while doing this exercise. And go to the next slide. These were our core team members. Myself, my name is Madhupati Das, Devkinandan Prabhu, Simheshwar Prabhu, Shyam Sundar Prabhu, Krishnanam Prabhu, Hari Kishore Prabhu, Govindanandani Mataji, and Dinbandhu Prabhu. And various roles are given underneath that comes from a method called Belkin method, of that in a meeting, if you really want to do proper brainstorming, you should have all these various roles. Somebody should be a coordinator, somebody comes as a specialist, somebody comes as a plant, somebody comes as a completer or finisher, somebody who is just coming as a team member. So that's how various roles were defined. Next slide. Introduction to Iskcon of Central New Jersey. Our Yatra in Iskcon Central New Jersey area, the preaching work had started way back in 1995, as a Bhakti Vriksha, our wonderful devotee Amritananda Prabhu is there, Savita Mataji is there, right from their home. That was the start. That time, an apartment in Blueberry Court. Blueberry Court was the apartment. Village Drive was the apartment. Okay. Okay. Behind Blueberry Court, right? Yeah, behind Blueberry Court, yeah. And then over the years, as part of tobacco, this Bhakti Vriksha was being continued on. And in 2004, we registered as Iskcon of Central New Jersey by renting a hall every Sunday. In the first year, also, I remember we did a huge, wonderful Rath Yatra right on Oak Tree Road. Overnight, we cooked at Dwakadish temple for 3,500 people and made boxes right in the parking lot of Sublakshmi to distribute out to all those who were present. And many wonderful activities which we unitedly carried out over the years. We purchased this building in 2014, renovated, it was a church, renovated that, converted that into a temple, 2015, installed Sri Sri Radha Shyam Sundar, 2016 installed Sri Sri Gaur Nitai, Sri Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, and that's where we stand. From 1 or 2 Bhakti Vrikshas, now we have 10 Bhakti Vrikshas around us. As part of the Yatra, 1 Vaishnavi Sangha. There is Govinda's restaurant providing catering service, snacks. On weekends, also limited dining. We even rent our halls on both sides for events. We have 7 resident devotees and close to 100 initiated devotees in the congregation. 100 initiated devotees in the congregation, of which many are Brahmanas, and they serve in various capacities on the altar. Even while they are working, they'll come do the service and then dress from here and go to work with a lot of dedication. From all these years, we do 3 annual Rath Yatras. For years, we have been doing Atlantic City Rath Yatra, on the actual day Rath Yatra, and part of the India Independence Day parade on Oak Tree Road. We do a Rath Yatra. We also, our youth, do Bhakti Club at Rutgers University in collaboration with the youth of Tobacco, meeting fully once a week. And every 6 months or so, they have a big program where we have had Gauravani Prabhu come, or the Mayapuris come, or Radhanath Maharaj come there for those programs and attract so many youths. Okay, you can go to the next slide. Okay, our mission statement. I like this. As farmers cultivate the land, we cultivate the consciousness of our community at large. A lot of efforts is spent on our worshipable deities, of trying to decorate them as good as possible. Srila Prabhupada mentioning that more you decorate the deities, more your good qualities will come out. So that's why we try to do top-class Sringar. Sankirtan just yesterday, so Sankirtan at Apna Bazaar, a lot of book distribution through that Sankirtan throughout the year. Prasadam distribution during the COVID time through Govindas. Almost every week we used to distribute more than 100 plates of prasad to essential services, to hospitals, to police forces, in Plainfield and other area around. Festivals, we celebrate all big festivals. On Janmashtami, we have seen close to 3,000, 4,000 devotees come here. Education opportunities, we done Sunday school. More than 100 students are registered in various classes. Vision, where do we want to go from here? Next slide. We want to have a vibrant, diversified community. I stress here diversified, right? It's not only from one area, from different areas, not only in India, but even abroad. That's why Srila Prabhupada labeled our organization as International Society for Krishna Consciousness, not necessarily Indian Society for Krishna Consciousness. So we felt that as a team, we need to do a lot of efforts in that area. A full-fledged community school. We have a vision to build proper classrooms on top of our community hall and make that as a full-fledged community school. A state-of-the-art Govinda restaurant. So once we build up, the ground floor would be completely open up as a full-fledged restaurant, open 7 days a week. A succession plan for the next generation of servant leaders. We label our leaders here as servant leaders because with a servant of the Supreme Lord, here to facilitate others who will like to serve in various capacity at the temple. An expansion of book distribution activities to motels and other establishments through our Sankirtan. So that's our broad vision statement. Okay. Our core values. Srila Prabhupada books are our basics. Obedience to Guru, Sadhu, and Shastras. Their instruction is our force. Yukta Vairagya is our principle. And outreach and service mentality is our essence, which is expressed more as devotee care, educate and share, relationship building, diversity and inclusion, service attitude, spiritual development and servant leadership. Again, stress here, service attitude. We established our center, and I remember in 2004 itself, a Back to Godhead magazine had come out with Srimati Radharani's picture where she is stringing garland for offering it to Lord Krishna. So, and the title was Service is Supreme. So that's where, that's our core value, service is supreme. Next slide. Introspection, what we excel at, outreach, festivals, prasadam, community programs like Bhakti Vriksha. We have 10 right now, and we plan to grow more. And through that Bhakti Vrikshas, every year, we have close to 80 to 90 devotees who take Shiksha vows at various levels to have that growth spiritually. Where we need to improve, organizational skills, risk management, communications, public relations, personal development, stronger sadhana at all levels. Next slide. So we performed a SWOT analysis of strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. The strength and weakness being internal, opportunities and threats mostly from external. And congregation enthusiasm, outreach, Sankirtan, which we talked about in the slide before, Govindas, Prasadam quality, financial stability, Seva Bhavana is our strength. And then there's weaknesses. I'm not going to go over the entire slide. Next is the benchmarks. How we measure what matters is the congregation growth, initiation growth. As we talked about when we started the Yatra, there were 3 initiated devotees, or 4 initiated devotees. And right now we are close to 100 initiated devotees. That itself is the growth. Book distribution scores. We used to be in the top 5 as weekend warriors in book distribution in North America. Festival participation, Prasadam quality, these are all various metrics by which we can measure ourselves. And from that SWOT analysis, we came up with a strategic purpose for KRAs, building a vibrant spiritual community based on Vaishnava tradition, or evangelize Vedic culture to public at large, via Sankirtan, book distribution, or outreach initiatives. One being in training and development, which we think as a major KRA, as well as outreach as another key result area, KRA. All. Everything got switched off. All right. Our strategic objectives: train devotees in Vaishnava culture and etiquette, Vaishnava Sadachar course, increase book distribution year to year, at least grow by 10%. And we identified various action items as an action plan for that. Immediate action plan being implement Vaishnava Sadachar course by June 2022, which Devkan Prabhu will talk more in detail. Next slide. Retrospectively, what went well? When we went through all this exercise, so many times for months, we'll meet twice a week on weekends, not on weekends, on weekdays, Tuesday and Thursday. Our spirit of openness, the team was not shy or yes man, they're open. Strong teamwork with strong team relationships. Time management of the meetings will start sharply at 7:30 and try to end 8:30. Holistic approach to goals and objectives brought about by deeper reflections and in-depth research and analysis, especially when we did this PEST analysis or V-step analysis. It was very detailed analysis which each and every team member did to come up with so many opportunities and threats from various sides, especially during the course of the exercise. We went through a political change in America, from a Republican Party to a Democrat Party, and from so many uncertainties, and what it could impact to us. What did not go well? The continuity. Instead of completing in a year, it went longer. Availability of team members, the pandemic, at times various things stopped. Change in focus, where, okay, we're meeting every week and suddenly, team member had various things happening in their family. So there was a change in focus. It was quite an exhaustive experience, or exercises and concept familiarization of various of these tools to come up with proper strategy. Lessons learned, we have a very broad scope. Probably a narrow project scope could have been more manageable. Improve project planning, stay on course, and assign team members at the right time, and understand concept thoroughly. Okay. Any questions or feedback? Last slide. Thank you. Thank you. Can you move to the last slide? Yeah. Okay. So I invite Dev Kirana Prabhu. So this was the strategic planning through which we came to these objectives. And then was the implementation time, where we went from January 2022 to now. We are doing this implementation. And that's where we came up with this course implementation, which will be implemented in June. The flyers are already out. Registration will be done right here today of those who would like to register for the course. Ultimately, our goal is all our volunteers who are serving in various capacities, either in the kitchen or here or at the lobby, we want at least in the first go, get all of them trained in this basic Vashnav Sadachar, Vashnav etiquette, because that's an ornament of a devotee. Hare Krishna. Dev Kirana Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, AV room. So our presentation is on. So, thank you so much. So as our dear His Grace Madhupati Prabhu mentioned, that this team of devotees who are your friends, your well-wishers, your family members, they have come together to develop this program, Vashnav Sadachar course. It's been offered in almost every Iskcon temple in our Iskcon world for many years now. So now we see a great need that we all can learn from this course. So I wanted to ask you, a few of you, if you can answer, what do you understand by Vashnav Sadachar? Please give one example. What's in your heart when we say the word Vashnav Sadachar? What does it mean to you? Please raise hand. Yes. Any?
Whatever we see, we follow.
Whatever we see, we follow. Acharya Prabhu made a nice point. Anybody else? Etiquette. How to behave. Sadachar is how to behave. Amatanda Prabhu beautifully simplified it. He's our simplification devotee. He makes things very simplified for all of us. Anybody else? Mataji. Yes, Prabhu. Puneet Prabhu. Mode of conduct. Code of conduct. Nice. That's a legal language. You're not a lawyer, right? Hari. That's nice language, code of conduct. Actually, that's a very precise, very specific, very scientific word, code of conduct. Sometimes we don't like the word conduct and code, they're like too rigid or something. But yes, as long as we stay within the code of conduct, if there is a stop sign, we're supposed to stop, we stop. There is a red light, we're supposed to stop and wait for the yellow. So that's the Vashnav Sadachar also. We all devotees, either we are leaders, we are devotees, we are managers, we're all servants of Krishna. So we're all supposed to follow some code of conducts, not come up with our own, because mind wants least resistance path. Mind wants to say something which is very easy, and but to follow some like stop sign. Who wants to stop on a stop sign really? You want to get home. There's so much to do, but you still have to stop. Otherwise, we get a ticket. This course will actually enable all of us. Either we are senior, we are juniors, we're in between, to actually see what His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our Goswamis, what they concluded about the definition of a Vaishnava, what Vaishnava is supposed to look like, what devotee is supposed to look like, not just physically, but emotionally. I give you an example just to make it easy, and then we'll conclude. You're sitting on a chair, just simple example, and somebody walks in, and if that person you see is 10 years older than you, automatically something comes in your heart that I'm sitting on a chair and there is no other chair where this person can sit. So you get up and you say, Prabhuji, can you please sit? I will sit on the floor, you sit on the chair. It's something emotionally, if we are trained, if we are following the code of conduct, of morality, of human values, then that will come in our mind. But if you're not trained up in the etiquettes of a devotee, etiquettes of a gentleman and gentle lady, His Divine Grace will define. One time a reporter asked him, how you know somebody is your devotee? So Srila Prabhupada said, devotee is supposed to be a gentleman and gentle ladies. And that's a definition of a gentle man, that he will get up from his chair and give to this elderly devotee. Simple. Yeah. Another example coming to my mind, you're in a line, this Kalash Abhishek is going on, or there is a prasadam line, long line, and you're waiting, you've been waiting for the last 10 minutes to get your turn to get the prasadam plate. And all of a sudden you see somebody walks in front of you and he gets plate before you. He gets his prasadam before you. And you can get upset. Your mind says, hold on, what's going on here? It's not justified. It's not proper. Now, how to behave in that scenario? What to do? What should be my attitude? Who to go to say, complain about? It's not right. I'm not saying you should not react. It's not the right thing that somebody just comes in the front and, bypass everything. It's not following the code of conduct as per our dear Puneet Prabhu. But then as devotees, if you go to outside, you are in an immigration line, or you're in a security checkup line, or you go to even malls, Macy's store, and if you cut the kshatriya, you will hear some loud voice from the back. Especially if somebody's, Kshatriya spirit, they will even can come and shake you up. What's going on here? I'm waiting. How come? Right? And we've been seeing that behavior, and it's normal to act like that in the outside world. But can we bring that behavior in our environment as devotees? That's a question mark. It's a big question mark for all of us, for me also, for you also, for managers, for leaders, for devotees. So this particular course will enable us, all of us, to actually understand what should be the right attitude of a devotee to act, especially in provoking situations. This is a provoking situation that somebody has cut the line and came in front of you, made you less important right on the spot. So what should be the right attitude for us to act? And then who should we, if we have the right attitude, we know how to behave now, we can control our senses, we can control our emotions, how to go to this right authority to talk about it, because we must talk about it. If we just let go the wrong things, keep going, then it will build up. And one day we will become a very bad society. People will not like to come here and congregate and share their hearts. And third is, then you take the right action. So based on the right attitude, you approach the right authority, and then you take the right action. So this Vashnav Sadachar course will empower all of us. If we take it seriously, we're envisioning it will be 2 weekends. If you all sign up for it, register, attend it properly, ask questions, come with critical mind set up, not just, okay, I agree. No. You question yourself, you question the facilitator, and then have a wonderful discussion with these special 3 points, with how to develop the right attitude, how to approach the right authority, and then how to take the right action. So this course, these are very, I think, small points you will not be able to read. These are the bullet points that will be covered. Can we zoom in? Sadhus in the AV room? Can we zoom in? Zoom in. Anyway, you will see some good amount of communication from all of us about what will be the detailed topics. It's still, we need to zoom in, we can't see. I can't read, I'm sure you can't read. That's the max? Okay. Anyway, there is a table and Harikishore Prabhu is there with more information. You can register today. The registration link is there. You will also see in the WhatsApp group. And we're hoping to start, if you're enough, all of you and your friends. And I know we are few here because of COVID. Not everybody is feeling comfortable to come to the temple yet. So please spread the word among all your friends, especially devotees who are committed to Iskcon. and you've been coming for year after year after year after year, this course will bring you much closer to Krishna. You will see how, step by step by step. So you can please register with Harikishore Prabhu today. He has his registration desk open. Any question before we close? I don't want to bore you. There are more things to say, but we're getting late. Any question, comment? Anji? June mid to end, those 2 weekends. So 4 days mean 2 weekends. It's almost all day. Four. Yeah, that's the flyer. You will see this particular flyer also on WhatsApp and other communication channels through email also. So please spread the word amongst your devotee friends. Seats will be a bit limited, so we want you to sign up early so we can also assign resources. There will be multiple facilitators also who will facilitate the course. Any question? Yeah, Prakash Prabhu. Prabhuji asked question, will this be in person or Zoom? It depends. We will see what everybody wants. I like to be in person, but sometimes Zoom works better. So whatever will work with our majority of the registered students. Satyapriya Mataji, yes. It's a good comment. We will take back to the team and we can start sometime in May. We're also trying to see which 2 weekends are available, not other things, other festivals are happening. So we'll look into it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Anji? There will be a test. Definitely there will be a nice quiz, not multiple choice questions. You have to actually write little, your experience of Vashnav Sadachar. We want you to not to just memorize something. It's not about shlokas. It's not about memorization of Bhagavatam verses or storylines, but your realizations, what you have seen in your life in last 5, 10, 15 years of how devotees behave with each other, how devotees behave with other relatives and families and relationships, and this line cutting and so on and so forth. What you have seen, how you have acted, and how what you think is the right thing to do. So we want to have those debates in these, and then those will be that will be the test type thing. Yeah, not a boring. It will have definitely a very good, nice certificate for all of you. Those who certified in the course. Shri Shri Radha Shyam Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai ki jai. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. So yes, certificate will be there. Oh yes, so those who will have the certificate, they will have better chances to serve in this temple more and more and more. They will have more services to do. They have more. They can help, because then we will have some, like this driving license. What do they call, Punit Prabhu? Anji? No, they have the safe driving something, right? When you get few points, then you have to take that course. Defensive driving course. So those who have taken defensive driving course, they get discount on their insurance also. So those who will take this course in the right spirit, they will have more opening to serve more to other devotees, to His divine grace. to be part of the Sankirtan movement, to be part of the cooking team, to be part of the deity worship team, to be part of the Sunday school team, in many different gigs, because the community will see that you're satisfied. And you will also feel that, yes, I have gone through the course. I know what it means, the 4 rules and regulations. I know what it means to how to act with my uncles and aunties who are meat eaters. We want to talk about these things in Vashnav Sadachar, very core to us. So, any other, Prabhuji? Any? Prabhuji said it's related to GBC. Every GBC would love to have every temple have a Vashnav Sadachar course. This is a foundational course from the GBC perspective. I have personally heard so many GBC, so many gurus, they personally actually go and give this course. It's actually originally foundationally developed by Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj many years ago. I have heard from him maybe 25 years ago in Tawako Temple, and he was going over all over. We wish we had him here so we could invite him to do the course. But now he's asking us to do something, to follow in his footsteps. So yeah, it's 100% GVC supported, yes. We'll have some nice prasad, and you can have some, you catch up your chanting, you can have some realizations, some exercises. With these timings, we can fine tune. It's not on the stone. So based on the group, we can fine tune it. Yeah, lunch and taking care of family matters. Anji? Registration has a link, has 5 questions. Yeah, it will have some questions. We will ask through the registration link. You can share your answers. You can share some feedback. Yeah. Thank you. Anybody else? So you're saying if you're in a seva, already in some temple seva, then you may not have the time to attend. We will help you to find your replacement. So we can find replacement, or if there is some emergency exceptions, we will look into that. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving your attentive hearing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hare Krishna. His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki, Vashnava Brind ki, Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyaksha, Kripa Sindhu Vevacha, Patitana, Pavane Bhyo, Vashnave Bhyo, Namo Namaha.